the speaking test, International English Language Testing System, taking on 1st of March, and the examiner name is So, can you tell me, please?
Yeah, my full name is Mohammad Raisal Islam Mukti, MD Raisal Islam Mukti. You can call me Mukti.
MD Raisal, how do you spell that?
RAISHUL Islam. ISLAM.
Islam Mukti.
MUKTI.
So, Mukti sir, can you tell me where are you from?
Well, I'm from Sylhet. Presently, I'm living in Sylhet, but I'm a native of Boguda. I was born and brought up here.
Okay. What do you do?
Now I'm currently in a job, doing a job in a multinational company as a sales professional for promoting pharmaceutical products.
That's great. Now let's move on to the first part of the test. So before that, I want to see your answers.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, thank you. So now let's move on to the first part. So in the first part of the test, I'm going to ask you some personal questions about you and your life. So let's talk about weekends. How do you usually spend your weekends?
Well, I like to spend my weekends with my family. I like to enjoy my weekends. In our job, it is rare to get so much weekends. But especially when I get chance, I like to hang out with my family here and there, and I love to explore new places.
Okay. Which is your favorite part of the weekend?
Yeah, it's evening for the most part, because in evening I go out with my spouse and children for hanging out here and there, for exploring new places and also some new restaurants and places.
Okay, that's great. Do you think your weekends are long enough?
Well, in perspective of our job nature, the weekends are not so long enough. It is consisting only 1 day. So it would be a rather more beneficial for us or more helpful if we get 2-day weekend in a week or every week.
Okay. How important do you think it is to have free time in the weekend?
Well, having free time in the weekend depends on our workloads and so on. Getting free times in weekends helps us to be refreshed and to be energized for next days of the week to work more.
Okay, that's great. Now let's move on and talk about music. What type of music do you like to listen?
Yeah, I like to listen many kinds of musics. Among those, Rabindra Sangeet I like it most.
Okay, why do you like Rabindra Sangeet?
Because it's a part of our culture, and the songs relates with the customs and cultures of the country, and it represents our culture also. While listening to those musics, I get charmed, and my mental peace depends on those musics also.
That's great. So, at what times of the day you like to listen to music?
It's a favorable time for me to listen to music. It's in late night after finishing my work. When I go to sleep, before sleeping, I hear 2 or 3 musics, and it helps to attain a sound sleep.
Okay, that's great. Thank you. So now let's move on to the second part of the test. So in the second part of the test, I'm going to give you a topic, and I want you to talk it about for 1 to 2 minutes. So before you talk, you will have 1 minute to think what are you going to say, and you can make notes if you want. Do you understand that?
Yes.
So here's a piece of paper and a pencil for your note taking. So now I want you to describe about a shop near where you live and the shop you sometimes use. So that's your keyboard. You have 1 minute and your time starts. You done? Thank you. So you must start speaking, sir.
Well, I like to prefer shopping from a good shop where all the utensils are available for my daily uses or daily purpose. It's one kind of super shop I prefer most. And there is a shop named Shopno. It's a chain outlet. It is existing all parts of Bangladesh nearly. There are 3 branches in Select. So one of them is near my house where I live. That means Ambarkhana Point. So I like to shop from Shopno because all sorts of products are available there. The availability of products and the stocks and the prices and the location and also the decorations. All these things are charming. So I feel over the moon while getting all sorts of things at a glance under one shade. So it looks very pretty, and all types of services are from can be accurate from their shop. Like while I used to take meats or beef, and they cut the pieces like curry size or any other things, and also for buying fishes, they also cut those fish. And these things are much time demanding nowadays. So it is near my house and I can go anytime there, and while I am not present in my home, my spouse can also go to the shop and do some shopping.
Okay, thank you. So, would you like to suggest your friends to go to the shop for shopping?
Yeah, obviously. As the shop is very affordable and all types of goods are available there, and it's also time saving because all the utensils and necessary things are available in under a shade. So these are I will definitely suggest or tell my friends to do shopping from those chain shops.
Thank you, sir. Can I get your paper, pen, and book, please? Thank you.
It is.
Thank you. So while you have been talking about a shop that you usually use, which is near your house, and I'm going to ask you some related question about this topic. So let's talk about local businesses. So what type of local business are there in your neighborhood?
Well, there are lots of local businesses like chain shops, pharmaceutical shops, some utensil shops, and also some small traders and like so on.
So are there any restaurants, shops, or dentists, for example, near your house?
Yeah, there is a restaurant. In fact, there are 2 restaurants near my house. So I like those restaurants, though they're pretty small inside, but they provide fresh and delicious foods all the time. They want to get customers' attention and also prefer to serve fresh foods to the customers.
Okay,
And there is also a dentist shop a few meters from my house.
Okay, thank you. So in what ways do you think local businesses are important for the neighborhood?
Obviously, local businesses are very important. It plays a very important role for the local peoples because traveling for a far distance is time consuming and also expensive. So shops near the house or markets near the house help people to get their things easily with a less price, and it also saves their time.
Okay. So how do large shopping malls and commercial centers affect small local businesses?
Well, a large shopping malls and large trade business also impacts the local businesses because in the large shops they can provide more and more discounts, and at a glance people can get many more things for their daily purposes, and those can impact the local shoppers or local businessmen to continue their business, and they also sometimes face many hurdles.
Okay. Let's talk about people and businesses. So, why do some people want to start their own business?
Yeah, being an entrepreneur is like feeling something special, and starting a new business always emphasizes people's own creation, own creativity, and own way of work. So they prefer much for starting their own business rather than creating a service or doing a service in another shop. Okay.
Okay, thank you. That is the end of your test. So, thank you. Wait for a minute. So let's start with the feedback. At first, you were very good speaker, sir. That's impressive. First of all, the mistakes you have done. So your fluency was very good. You were very coherent in your speech, but there were some short mumbling issues. At some point, you should, particularly in part 3, somewhere you would just mumble across, saying words or sentences. But that's okay. That's natural thing. So it's not a big issue. That's good. Your lexical resources, yes, they were very good. Your word choices were excellent. But in some cases, you put some irrelevant words there, which are not necessary. You put that word on those kind of things, like forcefully. So try to avoid those kind of things. Then you use some idioms. That was very good. But try to use like a couple more. Yeah, you used like 1 or 2. So try to use like 3 or 4 idioms. Okay, so it will increase your fluent scores. And your grammar was excellent. There was no mistakes in your grammar, but try to bring some sentence variation. Okay, so try to do some variation in sentences. Yes. And your pronunciation was very good, excellent. So all in all, you are an excellent speaker. Try to work on your mistakes.